Recording in progress. Perfect. So can you guys all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Well, welcome to making the most of your provisional year. We are excited that you guys not only are in this year's provisional class, but have joined us tonight. This is really very casual. If you have questions, please feel free to ask. Do the little raise your hand thing, put them in the chat. And we are here to help with everything. If we have not met, I am Ashley Schufelt. I am the provisional chair for this year. And then with me, I have Sarah Gelman, who is our provisional chair-elect. So Sarah, this role is like a 2-year role. So Sarah's learning this year and then will be me next year. We also have Jen Drews on, who is one of your advisors. She is a returning advisor, so this is her 2nd year, as well as Holly is also one of our advisors and returning for a 2nd year. So thank you to those women for being here and for all of you guys. So we're going to get started. I also talk very fast. It's just me. So I promise this will not go probably later than 7 o'clock. We will give you guys your evening back. So again, welcome to Making the Most. And of course, oh, okay. So really this is the agenda. Like we just did introductions. We're going to kind of review the provisional program, the active requirements, talk about advice that, we've learned as being active members, communication pieces, graduation, and etc. And as I said, this is being recorded for those women who could not attend a couple weeks ago at headquarters or tonight, and then they will take a little quiz. Anything this year that is a requirement will be recorded, and then you will have a quiz option. So that's something that we're doing new this year. So, and the quizzes are not very hard. It's literally like, what is the Junior League of Phoenix? They're very simple questions. So really when we talk about Junior League and, why you joined, it is, what is your why? For a lot of people, it is, to give back to the community, do community service, make friends, meet people. I will say my why is, my why is that I moved here from across the country from New York, and I knew not a single soul. So I needed to make friends, and, I wanted to give back, and that's great, but really I needed to make friends and I needed to know people outside of work. So I joined the league and haven't left since. I am going into my 5th year active. We have to do it everyone will start counting. So my 5th year active, which means it is my 6th year in the league. So as you can see, we like to stay around. So that is my why. And just kind of throughout the year, just keep reminding yourself, why did you join the league? It really helps to kind of reinvigorate yourself and really refocus on the league. Okay, so the provisional program is made up of a couple different pieces. The first piece is the core series, of which tonight is part of the core series. The VP series, which is where you will learn all about the different committees that we have. And then the 101 series. These are solely for provisionals. They are fun, creative trainings. We use the word training sometimes loosely. We get to kind of make our own rules within the provisional program. So we get to have a little bit more fun than those others. So those are the 101 series to kind of think outside the box. So part of those 3, you will need 12 provisional event credits to graduate. In addition to these events, there's also socials. Those are 100% optional, but highly encouraged. It is where you will meet other advisors, you will meet other actives, you will meet the other women that are not in your small group. So plus they're fun. Okay, so the core series. These events are what makes up the core series. You are right now getting your credit for making the most of your provisional year. If you were not able to join us last week at headquarters, next Thursday night is the digital cheetah training. And again, these two are being recorded, so if anyone hasn't watched, they can. Super Saturday 1 is Saturday, September the 10th. It is going to be at 5 p.m. at headquarters. We're calling it Pizza, Wine, and SS1. So you will learn about the history of our league, our strategic plan. The communications team is going to come talk to us. There's a lot of information that we kind of literally just throw up at you in the first couple weeks and months of being in the league. So that is Super Saturday 1. Again, will be recorded. If you're not able to come, just let your advisor know, just so you know. We will, of course, see it on Digital Cheetah, who is able to attend, but just give your advisor a heads up. So then we also know kind of how many people to expect will be watching, you know, the video and then also taking the quiz. So just kind of keep us in the loop. Super Saturday 2 is Saturday, November 12th, and that is the bus trolley tour. What we do is we put you guys all on buses and we take you to the different places in the Valley in which the Junior League has helped create, start, fund, and you really get to see what we've done for the community. We helped establish the Children's Museum. So without us, there would be no Children's Museum. There would be no Ronald McDonald House. There would be no Emily Center, which is at Phoenix Children's Hospital. It's a library. There would be no Arizona Science Center. So these are all really cool places that the league has helped create. So, you know, it's a really fun day. This is where, if your advisors have talked to you, we'll wear your matching t-shirts. We'll do a photo contest. So it's a really fun morning. Committee meetings. So right now this year, your provisional year as a provisional, that is your committee, that is your placement. And then after, you will be placed onto a committee. So whether it is being an advisor, that is their committee, or rummage committee, finance, any of that. So you are required to attend one committee meeting, and then you can get one extra event credit if you go to another one. I would say 90% of the meetings are still being done virtual, or at least hybrid. So that gives you an option. If you want to go in person, you can. If not, there's a lot of hybrid options. What you will just do is figure out who is the person of contact on that committee meeting, which is listed on Digital Cheetah, and just shoot them an email and say, hi, I'm Ashley, I'm a provisional. I'd like to come to your meeting on, you know, September 31st. What is, you know, are you guys in person? Are you on Zoom? If you are, can I have the information? So I will say all of our actives who are in committees who hold chair and vice chair roles, they love it when provisionals come to their meetings. It is like fresh meat. So you will get very excited responses back if you want to attend their meetings. The next is a fall check-in and a spring check-in with your advisor. It can be phone calls, you guys can go to brunch, it can, you know, figure it out one-on-one or with a big group. It's really just to kind of let us know how we're doing, if you like the league, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know, we are all volunteers and we are all figuring out this post-COVID, still in COVID world. But we want to, you know, you guys joined and we want to give you this experience. So this is why we do the fall and spring check-ins. The optional parts of this is the provisional day of service. It is usually a one day or one shift where the provisionals will all volunteer together. We've done this, we do it a lot at St. Vincent de Paul, which is great, but they just got goats and I don't really love farm animals. So like, I'm not really like excited about volunteering. So Health Fest is one of our signature programs, and the Health Fest team is going to try and figure out if they can make a shift that is just for provisionals. So then we could do Health Fest together as a group. Rummage Deep Dive. Rummage, as you know or all know, is our largest fundraiser. And we are going to, as it says, go into a deep dive. Wendy Brooks is the chair of Rummage. This is her second year as chair. And prior to that, she was actually president of the JLP. And she's been in the league for a number of years. So she is going to be with us on December the 8th to really go deep into all of the Rummage pieces and parts. She will also be at Super Saturday 1, kind of giving a high level overview of Rummage. And then in January, we will do a placement deep dive. As I mentioned, this is your placement this year, but next year you will be on a committee. So you will learn all about the other committees and kind of how the placement world is working. Ooh. What is going on? Okay. Oh. The next section is the VP series. There are 8 options and 3 are required. If you want to watch or attend all 8, go to town, we will give you those points. And this is where you will learn, you know, exactly what these committees do, where you want to go to your one committee meeting, where you think you want to go next year in the league. All of these committees are open now. So if you go to a Rockets committee meeting and fall in love with this committee and want to join them, you are always more than welcome to do that. You know, you still need to do your provisional requirements, but like I said, they will always take more people and new people. So these will all the VP series are going to be on Zoom. And like I said, all recorded. So it's a great way of really learning all about the league because it is a lot and it does take a while to understand it all. We also speak, you know, in our own JLP language. So learning all about this will kind of help make that a little bit easier. And then the 101 series. There are 2 that are required. And these are creative training opportunities. And again, like I said, we use the word training in parentheses. It's really the fun that we get to have. They are planned and hosted by your provisional advisor team. But if you as a provisional are interested in, you know, hosting one or creating one, we would love that. We do have a provisional that is hosting one in January, all about LinkedIn and how to create the best LinkedIn profile and how to use LinkedIn to your best advantage. So if you have something that you want, you know, you're an expert in, or you think that you could teach to others, let us know. Charcuterie board making, we're doing a vision board one. We did a hiking 101, which really was us walking for about 35 minutes and then going to brunch. So we'll be doing that one again. And it's really anything and everything that we kind of want to create. So we would love your input, love your assistance, because, you know, we are a small team of 9. And so we want to make sure we have lots of opportunities for you guys. So anything in the chat? Am I missing anything? Good. Thumbs up. Awesome.
We have a request for candle making as a 101 series.
I love it. Who does it? How do we do that? And yes. So
hey, it's Jen. I actually have a friend down in Yuma who owns a candle company and does candle making classes.
yes, please. Cool. Let's talk.
Holly also knows a place.
Okay, fantastic.
Her and see if when she's up in Phoenix, how
Yeah.
we coordinate that.
Let's try and figure it out. Yeah, that's a cool one. We just booked a makeup one. So we have a makeup company that's going to come do like a makeup tutorial. It's all a virtual class. We have one that is in November that is how to calculate your net worth, which I've never thought about. And I feel like probably a lot of women don't really think about how you calculate your net worth. So I'm very excited about that. We are doing a sound healing one this week. So they're totally all over the board and totally different. And some are in person and some are virtual. So like I said, if you have ideas, bring them on, let's do them. Okay, so this is really exactly what we just talked about, but in a chart form. All of your advisors have this. We are trying to figure out some sort of form to give to you that will make it easier to kind of track your events and track everything. You know, Digital Cheetah, which is the app and the website that we use, it's technology. So we all know technology does not work all the time. I know a lot of you probably last week saw that you probably had points for credits that events hadn't happened yet, and that's technology. So it's really great to write everything down. You know, we can provide this, we can put it in the Facebook group. And really, my provisional year, I literally tacked it to the side of the fridge. And anytime I went to something, I just wrote a note. And because, you know, come April, when we start talking about graduation and that kind of stuff, you're probably not going to remember what you did in the second week of September. You know, it's just not going to be reality. But if you have it on the sheet, then it's just easier. So on the left side of the screen is the provisional requirements. And then on the right side of the screen is your active requirements or your regular junior league requirements. These are the requirements that all of your advisors also have to do. Sarah has to do, myself, anyone that is in the league. They are rummage. So you will work 1 4-hour shift. You need to do $150 worth of quota for rummage, attend 4 events, junior league events, not provisional events, and then pay your dues for the next year. And we'll kind of go through exactly what those are. Oops, maybe. Okay, so here's the fall calendar, and I realize that this has not been updated since we did Making the Most 2 weeks ago. So we will continue to get you guys updated calendars of events. The best thing to do is to continuously check Digital Cheetah because things pop up and happen all the time. And that's the best place to see what's going on. So we definitely need to update those. Socials. As I mentioned, socials are like the 4th tier to the provisional program, and they are, again, 100% optional. I'm sure your advisors have talked to you about doing, you know, monthly get-togethers, whether it's brunches or we did a paint and wine class once, or happy hours. We're going to try and do something at Schnepp's Farm and do a holiday pumpkin social just for the advisors, or just for the provisionals, I'm sorry. So again, totally optional, just another great way to really, you know, be a part of the league. Oops, shoot. Okay, so your active requirements. So like I mentioned, you have to do your provisional and then also your active requirements. You have to attend 4 events throughout the year. And those can be made up of any trainings, any volunteer shifts, any GMMs, which is the general membership meeting. So the entire league gets together, any state of the leagues, or any fundraising shift. So literally anything that is not provisional related literally counts to your events. There are 2 GMMs that are voting meetings, and for voting meetings, you get 2 points. So really, you could go to 2 of those, and that's your 4 events. So it's very easy to get those. Rummage, like I said, it is a 4-hour shift. And they are, and Wendy will talk a lot about this, but really you have to be on time for your shift because they're really counting on you guys to, to be there and etc. So we'll go a lot more into rummage, but one rummage shift, if you bring a family member, a friend, a boyfriend or partner, and someone works with you, you get their point too. So the more hands, the better. We always love extra hands for rummage. That should say rummage quota. Clearly wasn't typing. Rummage quota. So from this day forward, no more going to the Goodwill. No more donating anything else to anywhere else. Keep it. Make a pile in a closet, a spare bedroom, the shed, the garage. Just start hoarding stuff. Because you will learn that even though, this bottle of nail polish cost me $9, I get 12 cents or 15 cents when I donate to Rummage. So you need a lot of stuff. The Rummage book is on Digital Cheetah. It's on the website under Forms and Docs. You can kind of start looking through. Pretty much Rummage will take anything other than mattresses, toilets, knives, and like undergarments. And everything has different, price points. Like CDs are worth $1, books are worth like $1, $2. So those are like high ticket items.
Men's clothing is also high ticket items. So if you have husbands, boyfriends, brothers, tell them that if they are getting rid of stuff, to give it to you, because I think dress pants are worth like $2, a sport coat's worth like $2.50. I got like $40 last year from my ex-boyfriend, and my new boyfriend cleaned out his closet and brought me over stuff the other night.
Love it. So yes. And there's also, even though it's not, we use Facebook a lot within the junior league, and there's already people posting actives and sustainers. Like, I have extra rummage, but you have to come pick it up in Mesa. So people are already trying to purge. So do not worry about if you're like, oh my God, $150 seems like a lot. It is, but it happens so quickly that, don't get worried about that. And then the last requirement is your dues that you will pay in the spring for next year. That kind of counts as part of your active requirements. They are doing a 8-payment plan, which I believe starts in November. Sarah, is it November?
I think so.
I think November. And then there's also a 4-payment plan, like 4 payments. And I want to say that starts in March, February. We're still figuring that out.
I think so. Before we move on too quickly, the dates of Rummage are typically.
It is always this Saturday following President's Day in February. So this year is Saturday, February 25th. It is always at the state fairgrounds. We take over one of those big shed things, and it's like 100, it's ginormous, and it is the largest yard sale in the state of Arizona. But the shifts for that begin Monday and go all the way to Saturday. So there are shifts during the day, there are shifts at night. There is Rummage pre-party, which is, like it sounds, a party before, Rummage. That's Friday night. So there are shifts throughout the entire week. Any other questions? We all good? Cool. So advice and tips. And this is, like I said, I've been in the league for 6 years. Sarah's been in the league for about 5 years. Jen and Holly are at about 3. Okay. Like I said, math is a little bit hard for all of us. But these are just some things that we have put together that really will help you, like we said, get the most out of this year. It is true. What you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. So if you simply just watch 8 videos or 12 videos online and never go to a social and, you know, do everything virtual, you're probably not going to have the best experience. So, you know, attend as many things as you want, see what you can do. Jump in. Like I said, if you go to a rummage committee meeting and you're like, this is so much fun, I want to be a part of this, jump in. They would love to have you. That was one of the cases with one of the provisionals last year. She went to a meeting and she was like, I love this. And she is now the rummage treasurer. So she took on a leadership role, literally doing all of the financials for rummage. So, you know, jump in. Everyone would love to have extra hands. Ask questions. We are all learning as we go along. It's a volunteer organization. There are 3 paid employees and like 500 volunteers. So there are things that I don't know, that Sarah doesn't know, Jen, Holly, Lauren, like just ask. It's never a dumb question. And there's always someone that probably is thinking about asking that question and, you know, doesn't want to ask the question. So ask the question. And if we don't know, we'll find out. And if we can't find out, we'll make it up. Participate in the group chats and the Facebook groups. There are a lot of junior league groups on Facebook. There is the I don't know, official, that's a word, Junior League of Phoenix. And that is anything, Facebook group, that is anything league related. There is also the JLP Connect Facebook group, and that is just an outlet for us to share and to ask questions. That is where I got my gynecologist. That is where I've given people my housekeeper's name. Like, it's just, you know, I need a lawn man in Mesa. Who do you have? Like, it's just a great outlet for questions and for anything. And then there is the Provisional Connect, which is just for us. So you'll see this morning, I wrote a post just being like, you know, I'll see you guys tonight. We'll start being a little bit more active with that. We'll do some polls in there, but also please use that. If you know, are driving around and you see a really cool event on a billboard, post it in there. Let's go, let's do stuff. So use it yourself. Oh, hold on, let me admit her. Learn to use Digital Cheetah on the mobile and then also the desktop. If you attended last week's Digital Cheetah class, we went through this all. And if not, there is the virtual option next Thursday night. So we'll kind of talk you through everything. Mark everything on your calendar. There will be times when weeks are jam-packed and full of junior league, but just, you know, make sure you are jumping in and attending as many things as possible, but also don't spread yourself too thin. You know, like I said, when actives will get their claws into a new provisional, like just take your time and you do not have to do everything that they're asking. But get outside your comfort zone. You know, if you do not like or have never done fundraising or big events, you know, go to the rummage committee, see what it is. You know, you might find that you absolutely love it. Get to know your 7+ and sustainers. Those are women who, as it says, have been in the league for 7+ years or have become a sustainer. So that is the level after being an active. And get to know your other provisionals and actives. You know, talk to new people when you're at events at headquarters or other events. You know, we're all in this together. So, you know, just make some friends. I will say that this year, there are 76 of you provisionals, which is an incredible number. And you guys are all over the valley, from like the 101 all the way to like the 303, past to places I had to Google. And your advisors literally all live on the 101. So all of the groups and all of everything it's a big fun mess. So, you know, you might be in a group that is a little bit outside of where you live, but then there also might be other women who, you know, really live 10 minutes from you that are in another group. you know, Sarah and I have never looked at a map and a zip code map longer in my entire life. You know, it's just, who knew there were so many zip codes in this city? So like I said, get to know other actives and provisionals. I will say that from my provisional group, I believe there are 2 other women other than myself, and we had a group of 13 when we came in. But all of my friends who I still am friends with in the league, they're all from different provisional groups. It's just, you know, making friends outside of your smaller group. I know how to do this. Okay, more advice. Find shifts and trainings that interest you. If you do not like screaming children, do not do rockets at the Children's Museum. It is literally 4 hours of screaming children. So find stuff that you would rather do, really. And there is stuff during the day, at night, weekends. So we really try and make sure that we have offerings for everyone. Again, attend provisional group gatherings. Your advisors are most likely going to challenge you each to plan something for your small group. Like I said, it could be a hike, it could be goat yoga, it could be, you know, a trivia night at a bar. Really limitless. Like I said, set boundaries, you know that work, life, family, all of that comes first, and then the junior league. So, you know, if you go to a meeting and someone's like, oh my God, you have to be part of this committee and we're going to meet every other Monday and, you know, we need you to be there. Set some boundaries and just be like, listen, I really appreciate it, but I need to figure that out first. No one is going to be upset about that. We, as the junior league of Phoenix, kind of filter up to AJLI, which is the Association of Junior Leagues International, which by international, they mean Canada and like the UK. So I guess it's international, but like not as broad as I think as they wanted it to be. But like I said, we filter into that. So learn about, you know, the association and all of the leagues. Every league is so different. It is so interesting to like play around. There are leagues in Texas where you cannot wear jeans or yoga pants to any of their meetings. You have to volunteer at one specific place. And, you know, the Junior League of Phoenix is like sponsored by Lululemon. Like, we don't get dressed up. We wear yoga pants. There's usually, you know, a nursing mother in the back and other children hanging out. Like, we are a very casual league, which I personally love because I don't know if I would want to have to, you know, get all prim and proper. Someone have a question, or is that clapping? Tamara.
Tamara,
I'm a nursing mother. I'm pregnant, so
Oh.
I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely. There's always babies, and probably you will not be able to hold your baby because everyone will want to pass around your baby. So just, you know, be prepared. We love it when we see new babies. Like I said, ask for help if you don't know an answer to something, or, you know, whatever, just ask. We all, like I said, are training. We're a training organization. We make mistakes, things happen. But, you know, nothing can't be rectified. Join the clubs and the Facebook groups that interest you. Like I said, there are a number of affiliate groups. There is actually, Tamara, there's a mommies group, there's a JLP mommies group, there's a moviegoers group, there's a hiking group, there's 27, I think it was 27, something like that, different affiliate groups. So there's a Harry Potter book club, and they actually just went to Orlando last year to go to Harry Potter World. That one started during COVID time. So there is something for everyone and anyone. So really, and if there isn't there, let's create it. Why not? Because someone else might want to do it too. I will agree, you will not find a more supportive group than the Junior League of Phoenix, whether it is, you know, you, and I will speak, you know, personally, I, you know, have gone through jobs up and down, not getting promotions, and the first people who call are my Junior League friends. And the first ones who bring over ice cream and vodka are my junior league friends. So whether, we are here for you, it's like a cheesy adult sorority, but not like as catty. But we are here for you, and whatever we can do to support you and help you, that is what the league is for. Like I said, check the DC calendar often because things change, they get updated, new events get added, pretty much daily, weekly. Right now, the calendars are a little bit light because most of the other committees are just really starting right now, and then they'll really kick in starting September 1, but clearly we've been going for a while. So if you see the calendar and it's not lit up, it will become, September, October, it will have shifts everywhere on it. Do not stress. I know that we literally like vomit information at you guys for the first couple of months, and it's a lot, and we know it. But do not stress. We were here. We will help you get through it. Just communicate with us. If something happens and you're like, I have to step away for 2 months, but I really still want to be in the league, like, just let us know. We're going to work with you. We're never going to, just push you to the side. But don't stress about it. This should be fun. It should be engaging. And it should be something that you look forward to. Like I said, remember your why. Why did you join the league? Why are you sitting here on a Zoom with me on a Thursday night? Instead of watching football or, out or whatever, just so you remember your why. And then call out red flags. Like I said, we're a volunteer organization. Things happen. If you go to an event and are not comfortable with something, please call it out to us. I can't stress that enough, because, we want to make sure that we are partnering with the right community partners, that we are sending our league members into the right places and locations. And if something ever just feels weird in your gut or you hear something, please let us know, because we can only change it if we know. And call out the red flags now. Don't call them out and be like, 6 months ago, I heard something and I didn't like it. We can keep it anonymous. If it's of, something more that Sarah and I can't handle, most likely we'll go up to the, executive vice president or the president of the league, and we can keep it anonymous. A provisional said this. So we will protect you, but please call out those red flags. Oh, shoot. Okay, communication. There are a couple ways in which the league kind of communicates. Every 15th of the month, you will receive an email called News You Will Use, and that is really a kind of a high level of what is going on in the league. You probably got one last week, this week, Monday, I think, and it talked about the fantasy football and the state of the league event that's going on next week. So it's just kind of high level. After our GMMs, which is the general membership meeting, you will receive an email called Notes and Quotes. Really, whoever named these, let's give it up. But it really is just everything that was discussed, talked about, anything related to the night before. As I mentioned, a lot of junior league Facebook pages, so check them all out. Advisor emails, I'm sure your advisors have been in touch, whether it's, you guys decide to do a group text or a WhatsApp or pigeons, I don't care. But just, pay attention to your advisor emails. They're sending you really important information. And then also just check your member homepage. If there's anything that's like a red flag or needs immediate attention, it will be on the Digital Cheetah on your personal member page. Oh my God, I'm really struggle bus. Okay. Provisional graduation. So at the end of everything, we have graduation, and it is really time for us to celebrate ourselves and the year that we have gone through. We will announce our top 5 provisionals, which is determined by event credits. And this year we added in, we are going to announce a top group. So that will also be determined, I can type, by event credits. So that's new as well. And then we will also announce anyone who has taken the leap and joined leadership and stepped into leadership. I think there were 13, 17, something like that, provisionals
13.
from last year that stepped in. How many?
13.
13. Okay.
And graduation is the last Friday in April. So it's April 28th this year.
Yes. And there is always a May celebration. It's the May GMM, but it's really a celebration of the year. And that is the first Wednesday in May. So we like to be before them because we're better. And so, because we want to announce our provisionals and our appointed leadership before the rest of the league gets it. So then when we get to the May celebration, we can celebrate you guys again. So that is the following Wednesday. And graduation is really fun. It's very casual, like we just, dinner and just, some cocktails and just fun. Oh, shoot. I'm literally having roll issues. So I think, yep, like I said, everything on demand for those who are watching me live, enjoy. And are there any questions?
We do have a few questions in the chat.
Okay,
I did
perfect.
answer some of them, but
Okay,
I want to go
cool.
over just in case people aren't paying attention in the chat. So graduation's April 28th. We discussed that. We will post all of the Facebook affinity groups in the Provisional Connect Facebook. So
Yes.
we'll have some kind of something. I think we can pin it to the top so it'll stick up there for a little while or
I
something.
think we can too. We can
Um,
figure that out.
We'll figure that out. Ashley and I'll figure that out.
See, there we go. We don't know the answers. We're gonna figure it out. Might not happen tonight, but we're gonna figure it out. Yeah.
If anybody wants a copy of this presentation or this PowerPoint, please email Ashley or myself. I put our emails in the chat.
Oh, perfect.
And we can send it out when the recording's ready. You can have the recording if you want, or
Yeah.
we can send out just the PowerPoint. So let us know.
Yeah.
There will be a printout at Super Saturday 1 of all of your requirements.
Yes.
I finished it today. I need to actually show it to a few people, but yes, there'll be that. And then, so Ashley, kind of question for you. I know all of this is very overwhelming.
Uh-huh.
So do you have any tips about keeping on top of it? Keeping on top of all of the activities and kind of how to meet expectations?
Sure. So I really believe, I know it's so cheesy, but print out that document and put it to your fridge so you can literally like hand mark it out. That is really the best thing, and just take it slow. You have until April 15th to get everything done. So there will be opportunities throughout, the next 7 or 8 months. Again, math is not my strong point. And just have fun. And also that is really the purpose of the advisor check-ins. The fall check-in will be in October and the spring one will be in February. And literally your advisors will sit with you and you will pull up Digital Cheetah on your phone and you guys will talk through, what have you attended? What do you still need? How do we make this happen? So that's really, why we created these check-ins. Just have fun. It shouldn't be stressful. Please don't make it be stressful. If you do feel overwhelmed, please let us know. We will help, in any sort of way possible. Does that kind of answer?
Yeah, definitely. And my advice is just communicate with us, communicate with your advisors. I had a provisional last year that had to move back to Atlanta for a couple months to help out her family, and she still graduated she still did what she had to do. Like we worked with her, we made it happen for her.
Yeah.
And she's actually one of the provisionals that's in leadership this year and killing it. So there's definitely ways we'll make it happen for you. At the end of the day, Ashley and I want you to graduate. So
Yeah. And
we'll make it happen.
Yeah, we love the league. Clearly, we've been here for a number of years. We want it to continue to grow and to strengthen. You know, if you come to us like April 1st and you've done nothing, we're gonna have a conversation, and maybe it's like, maybe the league is not for you. But you know, like Sarah said, we will work with you. And you know, last year when that provisional had to move away, we're like, not a problem. Here's everything that's virtual. We will work with you, you know, and we will make it happen. So cool. Any other questions?
Cassandra very graciously put the Provisional Connect Facebook group
Ooh.
in the chat. So thank you very much for that.
Oh, thank you very much.
And Jen also mentioned that Junior League has a Toastmasters club.
Shocker, Jen. I'm just kidding. Yes, we do. We have a Toastmasters group that is part of the Junior League as kind of an affiliate. So Jen, would you like to tell everyone about Toastmasters?
Yes, well, in the last Making the Most, somebody asked about Toastmasters, and I have 6 provisionals who are interested in Toastmasters now. Toastmasters is an international speaking club that helps you with your public speaking, your extemporaneous speaking, and it's worldwide. One thing that's really unique about the Toastmasters group is with Junior League, it's the only all-women's Toastmasters club in Arizona. So you feel it's a very supportive and caring environment. I don't know about you guys, but I know like in a past Toastmasters club of mine and in past experiences, when I've gotten evaluation, I felt like people were attacking my character and attacking me, and I clam up. With the Toastmasters, I've learned that these women, they just want me to do better. They want to see my success. They want to see my growth, and the feedback that they give me is coming from a loving heart. So I love going to Toastmasters. During COVID, it was really beneficial for me because we didn't get to do a lot of in-person events. So it was a smaller group to get to know some other women. You know, some of the women in the Toastmasters group started the Harry Potter book club during COVID. They've since moved from Harry Potter to other books. I just got a text from one of the Toastmasters today. She saw a post that I went wine tasting this weekend in Cottonwood. And she's like, oh, I'm up in Cottonwood right now. Have you gone to this winery? And, oh, we need to plan a girls' trip up to Cottonwood wine tasting. So it's more than just public speaking. It's really about making friends and just being a better person. It's going to help you in Junior League. I know there's a lot of women on the training team who are in Toastmasters, and they're also on the training team within Junior League, and they practice their training speeches that they give to the broader group. So we have our next meeting on Saturday. It's hybrid, so you can either come down to JLP headquarters at 9:30, or you can join the Zoom. We'd love to have you.
Yes, Jen, there's like 6 women who have said yes. I feel like you have lots more. So
yeah, I wrote down their names, so I'll send them to you.
Perfect.
So if you put your name in the chat that you're interested in Toastmasters, I will send it to Jen and she will reach out to you.
Yeah, very cool. Are there any other questions? And, you know, again, you can ask your advisors questions if you don't feel comfortable, you know, here right now, or send Sarah and I emails. We are available. Yeah, so that's it. Oh my God. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We'll also be sticking around a little bit longer if you need to chat with us after.
Yes, absolutely. And look at that, 6:52. I got you guys out before 7. So have a great night. You know, and we will see you soon. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.